Hello everyone, Sarah here. I'm so excited because I actually just got a message from someone I haven't connected with before, and I absolutely love social media platforms like Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I'm on all the things, and I love connecting with people. Absolutely love it, especially love hearing about internal transformational journeys in your life and in your business and in relationships, because they're all a relationship. We have a relationship with our business, we have a relationship with everything in life. We have a relationship with our children, with our parents, whether it's a good one or not, with our exes, whether it's a good one or not. We have a relationship with our currents, whether it's a good one or not. Everything is a beautiful relationship. And before I get into my book, I've actually had this for a long time, but I haven't shared it for a long time. I got a message from someone that just said, thank you. And hello, Michael, are writing a book. They're taking time to heal, time to integrate the healing, time to process. And in that, there's always a space for evolution, growth, and discovery. And I've worked with so many people who ended up writing books. It's no wonder I ended up writing my own. I think it was about a year ago, and it was this book. It's not a book, a read book. I've got a million of those, but this one was one that came to me. I never ever imagined being an author, but it's amazing. I've actually had like 4 or 5 clients now who have gone on to written books about their story, and I just love it. I love in the written expression. I love the written word. So it's amazing. If you have something within you, a message within you that is dying to get out, but you don't feel safe to get it out, you don't know how to get it out because you're still stuck in patterns of trauma. I actually just finished a video about trauma frequency versus lighthouse frequency, so that will be shared soon. And because of being in this lighthouse frequency, when you're in it, you can do things that you never even thought you wanted to do, you never felt called to do, you never desired to do, but suddenly it comes to you, and it comes like a big hit or a download. Some people call it a hit, a download, some people call it receiving, some people call it channeling. I've heard it called so many things. I didn't know what any of those words meant for the longest time, but this was an inspiration of one of those, and it's called 3 Little Words. I actually don't like this cover. I think it's changed, but this is my assistant had made this cover for me because I'm not Canva person. But it's a journal called 3 Little Words, and it's actually at every page has a little prompt. This one has the most deeply resonant story. I don't know if you've listened to the podcast, The Change With Him, Real Raw Redeemed, but this is as one of those episodes, the story of the very, very, very abusive past, me and my little daughter when she was first born, and a couple of pages in the beginning that talk about my story, that talk about the emotional abuse, the trauma from the past, and who I was really mad at. Really, really mad at. Like, hated, wanted to die with a vengeance. And I was like, ugh. So, this is my book. It's not so much a book, but a journal. And every page has 3 little words. This one is angels and signs. I see them all the time now. A wild. If you didn't just read the last post I shared, I literally was just sitting out in the backyard after a masterclass, and a hummingbird came like this far from my face, and for at least a solid minute sat there, like we were staring at each other, just in awe of each other and the beauty. So much so that I actually Googled it after, like, what does it mean when a hummingbird stares at you? And I guess they're naturally very curious. They're very curious, and they're very intuitive. They're very aware of their surroundings. And I'm like, do you need some more food? But they've got enough food left. So he just came, or she came. I don't know how you tell hummingbird gender, but maybe there's like 185 of them now, but let's not go there. But it stared at me, and I was just in amazement, in awe of its beauty. It was gorgeous, so gorgeous. And I thought, oh my gosh, when you've done the internal work, you begin to notice things, you begin to experience things in life so differently. You begin to feel aware. You begin to be aware and feel present, and really truly feel the connection, the awe, and the beauty in everything. It's like, there aren't words for it. transformational healing, really connecting with what's blocked you and stopped you from that in the past. Here's one of the excerpts. It's a story. Everything is a story, but the story is generated from the internal unconscious beliefs we have about ourselves because of and through and from the experiences we had in our past. And I just got a message from someone who asked, hey, and this is so common when you come from past emotionally abusive and traumatic relationships, like I'm getting out of this very toxic relationship and I realize I married my mother, I married my father, and why is that? Well, we are so loved that we're not meant to live without growth. We're not meant to live without healing. We're not meant to live without the revelation, a connection, an awareness to divine love. And when there's hurt there, when there's pain there, when there's anger there, life will always give you an opportunity, another chance to heal. It's not always like a second chance. It's another chance. And that's why sometimes it happens again and again and again and again and again and again. And it's not very fun. You're like, oh my God, I've worked with people in the past who've had like 3 or 4 emotionally unavailable, abusive, and toxic relationships. And then they finally got, it's me. It is me. I keep partnering up with, pairing up with, marrying, staying with the same person. So there must be something about me. And I love when people use the language about me instead of wrong with me, because there's nothing wrong with any of us. And life continues to give us more opportunities, more chances to go within, to reveal and heal. It's not an either or. It's not, well, you're going to reveal and you're not going to heal. It's a both and. It's not an either or. You get opportunities to reveal and heal. But it begins with understanding this is me and the desire to experience things differently, the desire to change. And a lot of people are afraid. They're afraid of change. They're afraid of what's going to be revealed. They're afraid of what they're going to see. They're afraid of what they're going to feel. People are afraid of their feelings. It's no wonder people numb and run. If you haven't joined my Transform Masterclass, that's available. And we talk about the stuffer bottler. We talk about the 5 top archetypes of the emotionally abused and neglected, the things that we do. The gaslighter you, the stuffer bottler you, the pee me that procrastinates or feel like everything has to be perfect or I can't do it. You've got a dream or a desire inside of you to write a book or to do something bigger than yourself, or you feel this gift and this calling within yourself, but you think it has to be perfect. You're never going to do it, because nothing is perfect. Perfection is perception. And then there's the superhero me that's like, I can do it all on my own. If that were the case and if I were still stuck in that archetype, this would have never happened. Because I was like, I don't care what it looks like. Here's the words. You assistant, make it pretty. And then get it out there. Like, get it out there. Look, looks great, right? And it didn't need to be perfect. It just needed to get done. And it was a beautiful download that I received from much, much greater than me that said, do this. I think it sold like 5 copies. My mom bought one. I bought one. But that's okay. That's not the point. The point is there's a gift, there's a calling, there's an intuition, there's an inside thing that desires to get outside. And it's you. It's you who needs to believe in you. It's you who needs to trust. It's you who needs to trust even though you're afraid. It's you that needs to feel safe. And when you trust and you're unafraid, or you're afraid, but you're okay with being afraid, because you know that you are who you're meant to be and right where you're meant to be, and that regardless of where you are in life, there's nothing wrong with you, regardless of the stories of your past, because it's just a story, and it's a story that's connected to internal unconscious beliefs. You can work on that, and when you work on that, it's like things inside of you open up and light up, and you just become this like, I'm meant to do these things. I desire to do these things. And then you go and you do the things, and you stop talking yourself out of doing the things, and you stop talking yourself back into lies about you. You don't have what it takes. You can't do that. you're afraid, you shouldn't do that. And you stop talking yourself out of your purpose and your passions and your dreams and what you aspire to be. And it's incredible. It's truly liberating. I think the number one thing that people say when they've gone through this transformation and we've completed our work together is, I feel free. I just feel free. I feel lighter. I feel safe to be me. And no, life's not perfect. There's no such thing. If anyone says they live a perfect life, they're lying to you. Run from them. They're liars. And it's funny because we say that about others, but then we lie to ourselves. And when we're living in limitation, we're living in lies. And that's not a fun life. So there are so many things inside of you. I know it because there's things inside of all of us that are screaming at us. They're like shaking us. Hello, wake up, get out. And you're like, I know. And then we make an attachment to a past story. And so regardless of where you're at on the spectrum or in the space of I'm here and I'm stuck there, but I desire to go here, or I'm actually here, I've come so far, but now I really aspire to do this thing. At every level along the way, we feel internal blocks. And there's so many things that we miss if we don't connect with them, if we don't remove them, if we don't transform them, if we don't take them from this side of the coin and look at the other side. Because where there's fear, there's love. It's two sides of the same coin. So I would love that for you. And maybe you're going to be the next author that I know. Just a shameless plug. It's a 40-day devotional journal, and it is faith-based. My faith-based, because I love my man upstairs. I love me some JC. Angel's on here. Angel's told me about his book. You guys go check out Angel. Miguel Blanco, he just published his book, and he's one of the people that I was talking about. So his book is incredible. It's amazing. It's about hypnosis and transformation of the unconscious mind. We're very much in alignment with that. So go check out Angel's book. Angel, maybe you can leave a link for it in the comments of this video. So just wanted to share this. There are dreams, there are hopes, there are wishes, there are desires inside of you. And if you don't transform you and you don't, I've been a Christian. God's my man. If you haven't listened to my podcast, go listen to it. He's changed my life in a million ways, in a bajillion ways. And he continues to. And that's the truth. When we do this internal work, we align with the truth of who we are, because the truth of who we are is found in his identity. It's found in who he says we are, and he calls us his. So I love you guys, and I just wanted to share that with you. I think I'll leave a link. I'll have to go find it, to a link to 3 little words. It's a prayer journal. It's a devotional journal, and it really just allows you to deeply connect with things inside of you. And that's just a piece of the puzzle. Life is like a puzzle. I mean, I don't know how many pieces. If you're 6 years old like my daughter, you can do 100 pieces. I know people who do 1,000-piece puzzles. I'm like, you have a lot of patience. I can maybe do 500, but nonetheless, life is a puzzle, and it takes the pieces, and it takes work sometimes to find the pieces, where they fit, where they go, and sometimes the pieces look like they should go there, but then you're like, forcing it. Square peg, round hole, right? You're like, no, I think that goes there. No, it doesn't. Unless it goes in smoothly and fluidly, you're forcing it. And life is not meant to be lived forced. Because when we're living it forced, we're living with unnecessary pressure. And this internal transformation and connection with our Creator allows us to live in a state of our purpose. The purpose and the dreams and the desires that we have and that He has for us. And there's no better state of living. There truly isn't. So I am going to let you guys go for now. But thank you. If you feel like anyone would benefit from watching this video, would you be so incredible and amazing, more incredible and amazing that you already are, and just share it with them or tag them in it. And I just hope that this thank you, Angel. I love you too. And I just hope that this shares and it reaches whoever it's meant to. So I love you guys. Angel, I'm going to ask you to leave a link to your book in the comments. I'm going to leave a link to my journal in the comments, and ask you guys to check it out so that it's more than just my mom and I that have it. I know there are a couple people bought it. One of my past clients, Judy, bought it as well. So thank you guys. Sending you all the love, and I will see you later. Bye for now.